have to go back to the beginning. I'm going to tell you my story about how my brand came about, because it blows my mind. Let me be really clear. I didn't have a plan. I didn't have a strategy. I didn't even have a dream to be doing what I'm doing. I didn't know it was a thing. So I take credit for some aspects of it, but not for lots of it. But I can tell you what I've learned now that I'm here. So back to the beginning. We're not really going to go that far back, but I remember that dress. That was my favourite dress, and I still love a good frock. Actually, we're just going to go back to 2012, when I was over on Great Barrier Island, which is where my family's from. This is my marae, Kaua Marae, and I was literally, and you'll think I'm exaggerating, but I really was going through a midlife crisis. I had just made all these drastic changes in my life. I had shaved my head. That was the visible change that you could see. But I was really a bit of a mess, and I was feeling pretty antisocial. And I was on my Hapu Trust board, so a governance board, and we'd hired a man to write a document for us. It's called a Hapu Management Plan or an iwi Management Plan, and it sits under the Resource Management Act, and it has a lot of legislative power. So we contracted him to write that for us. And that's when I learned about plain language for the first time. See, that's how new I am to this. I didn't even know what plain language was until 5 years ago. And I saw that really weighty, powerful documents could be written using plain language in a way that my nannies and koros could understand, in a way that my teenagers could understand, and still do the job and still have the power. And that blew my mind, and that was my next level of development. So I met this man who was writing this document for me, and I was in a bad headspace, and I didn't want to talk to him, but we did, because I was being polite. And long story short, he gave me his business. Just gave it to me. His name was Victor Main, and he used to run writing trainings. This company was called 8 Associates. And he'd been doing it for about 10 years, and he just was ready to move on to something else, but he didn't want to just leave his clients. So he had been looking for a few years for the right kind of person who was a good writer and a good facilitator. And he said, I might have some work for you if you're interested. And within 2 months, he'd taken me around to all of his clients. He said, this is Shelley, she's amazing. And I was going, holy fuck, I hope I'm amazing. I was terrified. And she's going to take over, and she's going to, and he just gave me everything. He wasn't looking for a cut. He didn't sell me his IP. He just said, here you go. Admittedly, I had the qualifications. See, this is going way back. That's me. I had the qualifications. I had the experience. I had everything that I needed to walk through that door, and I said yes and walked through that door. So I take credit for those parts. And then I had to set up a business entity, which lots of us do at some stage, and so I needed to pick a name for that business. So I did what most of us do. I picked a name that was very meaningful to me. My iwi, my tribe, is called Ngāti Wai, the people of the water. And I've always thought that the water was a really beautiful metaphor for the flow of creativity and the flow of words. So that's why there's an image of a wave in there. And that word wai ora, wai means water, ora means life. And I was celebrating the fact that because of my writing ability, I was just using my writing skills to support my family, and that felt like a big achievement, that I'd reached that point in my career. It wasn't the kind of writer that I had dreamed that I would be. It wasn't a novelist, because that's a real writer, right? So why ora design? Where did the design come from? Well, I could design documents to meet your purposes, to achieve your outcomes, and I could design trainings for you.